Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the New York Knicks. Now, here's Harrington. From deep, bangs home the trifecta. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Sharp. Fires from the corner. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. It's Barrett on the wing. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we talked earlier. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You get an understanding of the high IQ that Paolo Banchero brings to the table. This guy's so good at finding open teammates.
Pass to Harrington. Tries again. He takes it in. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
To the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, you love to see Banchero get off his feet in a hurry and finish with authority.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the block. Williams scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Banchero. Steps back. Second shot opportunity. And Paul puts it in.
Well, the quickness helps them.
My bad, bro. Had to run to the bathroom real quick. I'm on my way back.
Mellow ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
My bad, bro. Appreciate the wait.
So timeout call here, the first for the Raptors.
Babe, shut up.
We love to give away shirts to our
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And here is Harrington. He has 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Sharp. And here is Harrington. There's a good screen. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Harrington can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 6. Banchero left side. And that one, good. Banchero's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the Raptors call time here. And Toronto making a change here.
Make some noise for them again.
Now Garland. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. A three-point shot so highly valued.
Ball from long range. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Sharp with it. No scoring in this one. Oh,
Goodness. Here he comes, and there he goes.
oh, look at him punish that rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Now, here's Ball. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Sharp. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Now, here's Banchero. Ingram with the steal. Pass to Sharp.
Come to me, come to me.
A shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. Sharp's got 6 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
He gets that one.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Now, here's Ball. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. There's Garland. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one's good, Ingram.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. That's good from Williams. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. Rebound by Williams.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Back to Thomas. Puts up a deep 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Harrington for three.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that door.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
So it's Toronto now. They get a hand on it. Fast break now for Charlotte. Thomas, it's a wide open look. I missed that time. Would have put him up. For 3 points, Harrington. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside Thomas. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution for your Raptors. Blue.
Raptors leading by 4. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. For 3, Harrington. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Nice shot by Portis.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Harrington after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Here's Ingram. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Cody Williams. Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Hornets trail by 4. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. It's deflected. Takes a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Raptors with possession. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
You'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's the 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Raptors leading by 4. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Ingram's got 8 points.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Well, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. the Hornets making a change here. Here's Harrington. He's got 8. And a miss there on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Inside. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Well, commit to your move, anticipate the contact. Paolo Banchero does both of those things.
Here's Harrington. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Hits the three-point bomb.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Bufkin. Hasn't made one yet. From past the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. And here is Harrington. 8 points for him. Pass to Sharp. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And that one, no good to start him off on the night. .146 left in the first half. Wembanyama looking it over. That 3 off the mark. Hornets trailed by 11. Banchero with the ball. Garland picks him up. Banchero outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so Garland will bring it up for the Raptors. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
It's tipped. For 3, Barrett. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Raptors leading by 11. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now this, guys, is something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Count that bucket. 8 points for Williams.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The 3 from Garland. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, you can see how effective Darius Garland can be shooting it. It's all about him finding his rhythm.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ball with the bucket.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Now Garland. Just 3 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hornets trail by 11. Banchero outside. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Banchero's got the first bucket of the third here for Charlotte.
How about the touch? You're talking about a big guy in Paolo Banchero to have the floater down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. There's a shot 80% from the line tonight. Going 4 of 5 so far.
At the line for Toronto. Harrington! 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Harrington. And so here's Charlotte. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the paint. Banchero grabs the board. Hornets trail by 9. And stolen by Wembanyama. Sharp on the wing. Out left to the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. They got for us, D.A.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Raptors.
And there's the call. It'll go on Cody Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Harrington with it. 13 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram.
Boy, that's great defense from LaMelo Ball. He has the length and the agility to be an outstanding defender. It's about learning to give it every single night on that end.
Right side, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Pass to Harrington. The Hornets pull it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
For 3 points, Harrington.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That's tipped. They recover it. And finished off by Banchero.
The assist.
Paolo Banchero putting the league on notice that he is a big-time problem.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little over 3.5 minutes gone by.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Left side, ball. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Surveying the D. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And he makes that one. He has 7.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Stolen. Here's Gonzalez. A 3-pointer, no good. Raptors leading by 7. A try by Garland. Lays it up off the glass. Garland's got 10 points.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
A 3-ball to score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's the Raptors ball. 10-point lead. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
It's Thomas, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And another shot. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Pass to Bona. Down low. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Gonzalez.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
The Raptors making a switch here. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Beyond the arc. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. It's Garland with the ball for Toronto. It's a 10-point game. The quick look, no good that time. To the middle. Rebound by the Raptors. Ingram outside. Charity strike shot. And the basket is good. Ingram's got 14 points.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
And so it's Toronto up by a dozen.
The Hornets, 50.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Raptors leading by 12. And Sharp has it in the corner. Back to Garland. They get it back. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay. Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
There's Garland. Sharp on the wing. That one misses. Great D that time from Portis. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team down.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Off with the layup. Raptors leading by 12. To the paint. Another shot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. For 3 points, Harrington sinks the triple. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Gonzalez has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Six to shoot. Right wing. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Toronto leading by 16. And he commits the intentional foul. And we got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Here's Harrington. Banked in off the glass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Hornets trail by 15. The kick out to Williams. In the corner, Barrett with it. It's stolen by Harrington. Here we go, one-on-one. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he's good on the three ball.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Ball fires from way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Stolen by Ball. Outside, Barrett. Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Charlotte no good that time either. Raptors leading by 18. Harrington with picked up by Banchero. And the basket by Harrington.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
It's tipped. Stolen by Ball. Here's Williams. It's tipped. Now, here's Harrington. Outside for Wembanyama. Got a hand on it. Inside. And a slam by Williams.
One easy look. Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
That's good from Williams. Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Ball. And Williams throws it down.
Well, the quick thinking of LaMelo, anticipating the play and coming up with the steal.
Toronto leading by 15. Harrington down low. Knocks it loose. The three. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Great work from your north side.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Barrett. And he drives in. Williams can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harrington. Williams with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. On defense, the Hornets. .121 left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
They grab their own miss. Takes it out to Banchero. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Here's Harrington. And Harrington throws it down.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Banchero outside. With the drive. Off on the layup.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.